Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Elizabeth Legere, and I'm really happy to share some thoughts about stewardship and our pledge campaign. Our theme this year, if you haven't seen the pledge card already, is growing in love, rooted in grace. So I'll share what rooted in grace means to me specifically, just by looking back at our parish roots. So our church was planted as a new seed 170 years ago in Old Town on South Patrick Street. We grew there as a sapling for about 90 years. And then in 1948, we pulled up those roots and we transplanted here to Russell Road. When we started on South Patrick Street in Old Town, that land was purchased and the building was built from individual donations. When we moved here, the sale of that land and building didn't cover, I think, half of what this land and this building cost. So the story goes that the parishioners at that time put their houses up as collateral, and many took second mortgages to pay for where we are today. That is unusual and sacrificial giving. And so by the 100th anniversary of this parish, those parishioners worshiped here with these beautiful windows and in this wonderful building, and they had already founded Grace Episcopal School. That's a lot in 100 years. In the 1990s, we expanded our building again, and parishioners added more funds on top of our building loan. Lots of special giving. But here's the catch. When I think about our roots, these 170 years that Grace Church has existed, what really sits with me is the longevity. 170 years of annual budgets, of operations, of coming to worship. Those have not been funded by second mortgages or extreme measures. Those have been funded by annual pledges, 1 year at the time. So when I sign my pledge card for 2026, and you sign your pledge card or make a pledge online, together we're making a commitment for normal operations to be smooth for the coming year. We're modeling what has been modeled for us for a long time, 170 years. When we make a pledge, what are we doing? We're keeping this community thriving. We're protecting this place of belonging. We're inviting everyone to feel welcome. We're creating quiet space for prayer. We're lighting candles and incense. We're preparing for worship rooted in mystery and tradition. We're hearing the organ play our favorite hymns. We're sending collective prayers for people we'll never meet. We're providing clergy support in times of trouble and grief. We're creating love in action, serving our neighbors, our community, and the world. We're creating laughter at coffee hour. We're paving the way for young children to help at Little Church or to run down this aisle to a children's chapel like it's the most natural thing in the world to thrive here. And when we make a pledge, we're creating everyday things. We're creating handbell anthems, festival Eucharists, a bilingual community of faith, youth friendships, outreach meals, live stream connections, mission trips, party space for quinceañera, newcomer receptions, meeting space for addiction recovery, a food pantry, those and 170 other things. Some of you know Grace Church is the first Alexandria parish I visited one December a few decades ago. I had a list, but I never made it to the other Episcopal churches on my list. This was my first and my only. I was new to town and I knew no one. Living alone for the first time in my first apartment. And Grace Church is where I found my friends. My longest and dearest friends now. Grace is where I met Jay Legere, who had been baptized here and grew up here with some of you. We were married here. Our child Caroline was baptized here. Her closest friendships today were formed here. She acolyted here, she worshiped with her grandmothers here. Those are memories that she'll carry with her whole life long. And she formed her love of music in this choir loft in the Boys and Girls Choir. Being in the choir loft led her to be a musician, and she is majoring in music at college today. That's 3 generations of growing in love, rooted in grace. So I hope for you, I hope that you will find 170 ways of your own that the normal daily workings of this parish help you grow and give you life. If you haven't pledged, please join me. Pledge online, fill out a pledge card. And if you want to find other ways to contribute, please talk to me at coffee hour, find a clergy member, and help us have a smooth year for this coming year, just like we have for 170 years prior. Thank you for letting me share.